time for the 37th Annual Beardstown Lady Tiger Classic, as we bring you 45 games from December 26th through December 29th. There will be 24 teams competing this year, with the overall championship game at 7 p.m. on December 29th. This is one of the most prestigious girls tournaments in the state of Illinois, so join us at the Tiger Den in Beardstown, or stay tuned to LB Sports Productions' broadcast of the 37th Annual Beardstown Lady Tiger Classic.
Well, we got about 5 minutes for our next game between the 6th-seeded West Central Cougars. West Central, they're going to boast maybe one of the better players in this tournament, and that is going to be Annika Kaufman. Kaufman out the entire year last year with a knee injury, but she is healthy and playing well for this ball club from West Central, but they're trying to get everything together. They've got a good combination of youth and of veterans, and that combination there, they got inside. Look at my little cheat sheet here. You got Annika wearing number 34. You got Emma Slagle, another young lady, but a lot of sophomores, one senior, no juniors, and a lot of freshmen and sophomores on this Lady Cougar team, and yet come in still raised 6th in the tournament. And then for this Illini Central team, they only have 17 players total, and 2 players really stand out. Maybe 2 of the better players in the round today. Chloe Dom, a sophomore, and also Kendall Arthurloni, a junior. They really played well in their opening game win this morning. We're going to take a break, come back, and go with the starting lineups for our teams. Eugene Lake and Abbey on Game 7, Illini Central taking on West Central in high school girls basketball from the 37th Annual Beardstown Lady Tiger Classic. That's high school basketball on WKXQ 92.5. Well, welcome back. We have a minute and a half to go, and as we said, the key numbers here is just a very young ball club that Brian Bettis has. He'll get them to shape. They have a couple state championships from the junior high levels the last 2 years, but overall, you got to look at the ball club being able to overcome some young mistakes. Now, you have Kaufman, who is the veteran, but again, did not play last year for this ball club. Then you have Emma Slagle. This young lady can be one of the best post players in the tournament at times, but then again, she makes a lot of mistakes on the inside. So this is going to be one of Brian Bettis' best coaching jobs if he can pull this group together, because all the rest are freshmen, sophomores of the 14 men he has, or ladies he has on his team. And again, they're going to have to shut down. I'm just looking up here, the Macomb or the other tournament here. All right. Well, we know the starters is brought to you by your hometown proud Mount Sterling IGA, where meats are cut and packaged daily. You can shop with confidence. Your hometown proud Mount Sterling IGA. For this Illini Central team, they're going to go with Reese Markley, Grace Ratliff, Kendall Arthurloni, Chloe Dom, and Ashland Canada. For West Central, there's Kaufman, right side. Emma Slagle caught the ball, and there's a turnover already against West Central. Ratliff with the basketball. Only 7 players on this Illini Central ball club. Most of the points were put on the board by Dom and by Arthurloni. With the basketball, Ratliff on the right side. Ratliff takes a dribble. Arthurloni top of the key. Goes left side to the basket. And there's a block by Slagle on the inside. With the basketball going to the batter is number 20, Evans. This young lady is supposed to be one of the better freshmen around. I haven't watched her play, but last year in junior high, she took over the state tournament when she played. I think it's Zaire. Arthurloni gets the ball inside. She has her shot blocked on the inside by Slagle. Gets the ball over to Evans, and she throws it away. Turnover against West Central. That's what we talk about, young mistakes. And there's a turnover against Illini Central with the steal, Slagle. Slagle, Kaufman top of the key. Great free throw shooter is Annika. Go right side, Slagle, cutting underneath Evans. Back to Slagle, left corner. Good ball movement against the 2-3 zone. They lob it inside. With the shot up is going to be Sydney Elliott, her shot's blocked. Coast to coast, going to the floor hard is going to be Dom. And it's going to be a foul against Annika Kaufman. She's had a problem this year. That's been her problem. She's been getting into foul trouble and fouling out of games, and they need her senior leadership, as we said. No juniors on the team, only Kaufman, the only senior in the ball game for this ball club. Ball nearly stolen away by Elliott. Get the ball out to Dom, top of the key. Dom goes right side. We're still scoreless. 2 minutes into the ball game, and there's going to be a foul called. I think it's going to go against Chloe Dom, and it is. So Dom picks up the foul. 6:12 to go, no score here. Get the ball to Evans, the freshman. We could say that a lot of these players. Right side, Kaufman. Kaufman shoots a three off the side of the rim, no good. Ball rebounded by Ratliff. Ratliff gets the ball over to Dom. Dom to the basket. And they're going to say it's out of bounds. The basket does not count. They move the ball around the perimeter. And the ball's stolen away by Kaufman. Kaufman pushes the basketball up the court. Left side, Kaufman in. Her shot blocked by Artheloni. Ball loose on the floor. Finally, Evans picks it up. Evans goes cross court. Gets the ball over to, see who that is here. Dean Elliott. And it's going to be a foul against Dom, and that's her second, if I remember correctly. They get the ball inside to Evans. Evans has Mosley again, or Markley on her. Over to Slagle, Kaufman, Evans. Cross court back to Kaufman. Cross court, ball tipped out of bounds by Dom. Evans inbounds the basketball and gets it over to Slagle. Go baseline. Shot put up by Kaufman. No good. Ball rebound on the weak side by Dom. And Dom nearly loses it. Over to Ratliff. Her shot up. No good. And rebounded by Dom. And she's going to be fouled from behind by Elliott. Lisa Fox is the other sophomore in the ball game for West Central. No score. We played 3 minutes. There's 5 minutes on the clock. Dom's free throw good. So she ends the zeros on the board. It's 1-0 Illini Central. Illini Central won earlier today. Second free throw, nothing but net by Dom. And it's a timeout called by Brian Bettis for West Central. 2-0. Illini Central with the lead over the West Central Cougars. We're going to take a 30. You're listening to high school basketball from the 37th Annual Beardstown Lady Tiger Classic on WKXQ 92.5.
Is your bank starting to look like all the others? Then consider a unique banking concept. A bank where you're not just a customer, you're our partner. The Beardstown Savings Bank, with branches in Beardstown and Mount Sterling, was created to partner with and support our community. A bank that's always available, offering 24/7 convenient banking, including mobile banking services for today's busy schedules. Since 1880, the only mutually owned financial institution in the Tri-County area, Beardstown Savings Bank. Not just another bank, we're your partner.
Illini Central got to this game with a 51-33 win over North Fulton. Evans with the basketball. They go left side, down to Fox. Slagle back to Fox against that 2-3 zone. Brian Bettis called timeout. He'll use them all in the first quarter if he has to. Get his team doing what he needs, especially with this young group he has. Kaufman, right side, underneath Slagle. Slagle tries to get it to Elliott, and the ball goes out of bounds. Good activity out of the zone by Illini Central. It's only 2-0 here in the early going. There's wide open. It's going to be Slagle, and she gets the inbound pass for the basket. Took 3.5 minutes for West Central to get on the scoreboard, and it's 2-2. Artheloni with the basketball goes to Ratliff. Gracie Ratliff gets the ball up to Artheloni. Artheloni goes left side. Over to Dom. Inside Artheloni. Her little baby hook up. No good. Rebounded by Elliott. Sydney Elliott outlets to Evans, and Evans is going to play point guard. They get the ball right side. Down to Emma Schlegel. Evans. Fox. Kaufman. Kaufman shot up. No good from three. Ball rebounded by Dom. Dom with 2 fouls. They cannot see her getting her third foul, or this Illini Central team is going to be in trouble. Get the ball outside. There's a long three up, and it's good by Miss Artheloni. And it's 5-2. Three-pointer up by Artheloni. 3:23 to go. Kaufman. Evans. Fox. Back to Evans. Evans goes left side. Back to Fox. Fox dumps it inside to Slagle. Slagle shot up, no good. Ball shot, blocked, and it's going to go to West Central. Or I should say Illini Central. 5 minutes into our game, 5-2. Illini Central with the lead over the 6th-seeded West Central Cougars. Illini Central comes into this game 11th seeded in the tournament. Dom with the basketball. Goes to the left side. Off the hands of Slagle. Out of bounds. Ratliff inbounds the ball to Dom. Dom dribbles slowly to the right side. Neither team in any hurry in this game. Gets the ball to Ratliff. Ratliff takes a couple dribbles in. Now pulls it out. Over to Dom, and she throws it away. Turnover against Illini Central with it, Annika Kaufman. Kaufman across the timeline. Goes cross court over to Evans. Evans ball fakes. Over to Fox. Back to Evans, top of the key. Now right side. Tipping it out of bounds is Dom. Fox can inbound the basketball. 2:27 to go here in our first quarter. 5-2. Illini Central with the lead over West Central. Cross court. Fox. Fox inside to Elliott. Elliott shot up, falls in. Wanted to skirt out, but it falls in the basket. 5-4. Illini Central with the lead. 2:11 to go here in our first quarter of play. This is more of a chess match. These two teams playing. Long shot put up and in by Ratliff. That's a welcome addition. 8-4, Illini Central with the lead. They get the ball over in Fox's hands. Evans over to Kaufman. Kaufman's three up. Round the rim, no good. West Central fights for the rebound. They tip it out to half court. Getting the ball's Evans. Evans goes back to Kaufman, left side. Back to Evans, 22 feet from the basket. There's a steal by Dom. Dom goes to the basket. Her shot up, no good, but she's going to be fouled by Evans. Well, let's see. We've got a sub coming in. When you know, I don't have her number. For the other team. Free throw up by Dom, good. Number 4, I don't have. Do you have the 4?
Maddie. It's Maddie DeJanes.
That's Maddie DeJanes? Mm-hmm. All right, I see it now. So Maddie DeJanes comes in the ball game for the first time. Second free throw up by Dom, good. It's 10-4 in favor of Illini Central. DeJanes takes the place of Evans on the court. Now Kaufman going to be the point guard. Annika Kaufman with the ball, goes left side Fox. Fox into Slagle. They drop it off to Elliott in the lane. Shot up, no good. And with the rebound, the shortest young lady on the floor, Miss Markley. Reese Markley gets it and gets it over to Maddie Dom, who's going to hold the ball at half court. She says, let's play a chess match, as I said. Coming out, it's going to be Fox. Fox over to Artheloni. And if I'm Illini Central, I'd be happy to hold it too. Dom from 3, no good. With the rebound, it's going to be Kaufman. Kaufman pushes the ball up the left side to the middle of the court. Ditches off over the right side to James. Over to Slagle on the baseline. Back out to James. Cross-court Fox. Now over to Coffin. Ball fake. 35 seconds to go. There's a dump off pass inside. Another missed shot by Slagle, but she gets her own rebound, puts it up and in. 10-6 in favor of Illini Central over West Central. 24 seconds to go. Dom goes right side to Ratliff. Ratliff to the free throw line. Picks up her dribble. Bounce pass over to Dom. Whoa. No foul called. She still has an arm, so it's okay. So Dom going to go to the free throw, go and inbound the ball to Artheloni. In the ball game is Ashland's Canada for Illini Central, and she touched the basketball. They lob it in to Artheloni near the half-court stripe. And the ball stolen away from Canada. And the ball now stolen by Markley. Oh, my. Okay. Ball in West Central's hands. 3 seconds to go. Coffin with the ball. Shoots it. Around the rim. No good. We played a quarter. 10-6. Illini Central leads the 6th-seeded West Central Cougars here after 1. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to high school basketball on WKXQ 92.5. Welcome back. It's 10-6 in favor of Illini Central over West Central. Abby, you got some quick numbers for us.
Yeah, so far only 2 people have scored for West Central. Sydney Elliott has 2 points, and Emma Slagle has 4. And for Illini Central, only 3 people have scored so far. Grace Ratliff has 3 points, Kendall Artheloni has 3, and Chloe Dame has 4 points. And 4 of her points were all from the free throw line.
With the basketball is West Central. They moved around. Artheloni missed a couple shots on the initial inbound play. Now West Central with the basketball. They get it to Slagle down the baseline. Nice pass over to DeJanes. Her shot blocked twice. And with it is going to be Illini Central. Dom got 1 block, Artheloni the others. Ratliff with a shot from 8 feet on the right side. It's good, and it's 12-6. Illini Central with the lead over West Central. With the basketball, Kaufman. Kaufman over to DeJanes. DeJanes. Slagle. Slagle tries to dump it off to Elliott, but it's got hands on it by Illini Central, but it still stays with West Central. Kaufman with the basketball. Over to DeJanes. Back to Kaufman. Kaufman goes left side. Elliott. Slagle. Back to Elliott. Out to Fox. Fox 3 up. No good. Good rebound by Dom. Dom pushes the basketball left side, and she pulls it out. Oh, and there comes Artheloni cutting to the basket. Misses the inside shot. There's Dom, and Dom gets the rebound. Over to Markley. Good job hustle by Illini Central. They lead by 6. Right now, the point's just not coming for West Central. There's Artheloni from 3. That's off the mark. No good. Goes over the backboard. Coming in the basketball game will be a couple new players. Evans comes in the game for DeJanes. And also coming in the game is going to be number 3. And that's going to be Anna Sellers. Timeout on the court. We'll take 1-2. 12-6. Illini Central with the lead over West Central. 6:11 to go. Second quarter action. We'll be back in 30. You're listening to high school basketball on WKXQ 92.5.
There are bigger seed brands out there, but since when has bigger meant better? Independence breeds innovation, especially in farming. Independence and innovation are the 2 consistent characteristics in every AgriGold seed. Our elite corn hybrids and select soybean varieties aren't for growers following everybody else. They're for those going and growing their own way. Make the bold decision to go AgriGold. Be bold. Go gold. AgriGold. Contact your local corn specialist or visit agrigold.com.
Welcome back. Annika Kaufman has the ball for West Central. They move it around the perimeter. They get it inside. Slagle has her shot blocked from behind. Artheloni with the block. Route looks like they're going to move on. They're up quite a bit on South Fulton. They're up 47-26. There's a long shot by Evans off the side of the rim. No good. Kaufman with the rebound. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Slagle. Shot on the left side. It's made by the new player in the game, and that is Anna Sellers. And Sellers makes it a 12-8 game with 5:44 to go. Dom with the basketball. To the basket. Left side. Shot up and traveling.
She had one extra hop in there.
Yep, little bunny rabbit in there. 12-8 our score. Illini Central. 5:38 to go here in our second quarter. Cross-court pass over to Sellers. Sellers on the baseline over to Evans. Back to Sellers. Sellers goes baseline. Cross-court to Slagle. And ball nearly stolen out to Kaufman. Long three. That one's good. And Annika Kaufman needed that shot more than anybody. 12-11 in favor of Illini Central. Kaufman they shot the ball 6 times. They hadn't drawn iron on 3 of them. But that one she had nothing but net. With the basketball is going to be Artheloni. Artheloni goes to the right side. Out to Dom. Back to Artheloni at the free throw line. Spin move. Shot up. And there's a foul called. And you got to go against Slagle. 5 fouls against West Central. Only 2 whistled against Illini Central. However, both of them are on Chloe Dom. Artheloni at the free throw line for 2. Free throw up good. Coming in the ball game for Illini Central is going to be Ashton Canada, and McKenna Barrows comes out of the game. I think that Mackenzie Barrows comes into the game. Second free throw up and good. Back to a 3-point lead, 14-11 in favor of Illini Central. Sellers with the basketball, gets it over to Evans. Evans to the middle of the court, goes left side, Slagle. Slagle down under, back out to Evans. Evans to the basket, up and under, shot no good. Ball rebounded by the 6'1" Artheloni. Over to Dom. Ratliff, back to Artheloni, top of the key. She goes left side. Over to Dom. Dom shot from 12 feet, right side wing, good. 16-11 in favor of Illini Central. 4:18 to go second quarter. Evans with the basketball goes to Sellers. Sellers down the baseline to Kaufman. Evans, shot put up from 3 by Slagle, and it's no good. Coming back in the basketball game, we're going to be, Laura Garrett going to come in the game for Evans. Sellers comes out of the game, and coming back in is going to be Maddie DeJanes. Taking her times, Dom. Dom goes to the right side. Fox on her. Bounce pass out to Artheloni. Her shot up around the rim, no good. Good job by Canada to let the ball go, or she'd had a foul. With it, Fox. Fox across the timeline. Left side, over to Coppin. Long three, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Dom. Dom keeps the basketball, goes across the timeline. To the right side, over to Ratliff. Now to Artheloni with 3:30 to go. 5-point lead, Illini Central. Artheloni goes right side, down in the corner. Back to Artheloni, shot the glass, good. Canada did the right thing, got it right back to Artheloni and let her navigate inside. 7-point lead, Illini Central, biggest lead of the game for the Cougars. Now, I got to say Illini Central because they're both the Cougars. Long shot put up by DeJanes, no good. With the rebound, Dom to the basket, off the glass, good. And she's going to go to the free throw line for this and one. 20-11. Evans comes in the game, getting arrested is going to be Sydney Elliott. Dom taking her time. Free throw up and good. Nine points for Chloe Dom, and it's a 21-11 lead for Illini Central. Shot up by Sellers from 3. That one she nails. 21-14. Just as soon as Illini Central starts to pull away, a big shot's hit by West Central. Dom with the basketball over to Arthur. She shoots a long three. Around the rim, no good. Ball rebounded by Annika Kaufman. Kaufman to the top of the key, to the lane. Wraparound pass, beautiful job. Gets it to Slagle, but she misses the shot. And there's going to be a foul called. That's going to go against Kaufman. That's 2 fouls on Kaufman. We said earlier, one thing Annika's had trouble with this season is staying in ball games. She's been picking up fouls. Very aggressive young lady. Dom's free throw up, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded. And goes off of West Central. Stellers and Kaufman both hustle after the basketball. It goes off of both of them. Inbounding the basketball is going to be Ratliff. Ratliff gets it in to Arthurloni. There's the give and go to Dom. Dom goes underneath. Nobody on her. She makes it. 23-14 in favor of Illini Central. Fox over to DeJanes. Back to Fox. Kaufman on the baseline. Evans. Bounce pass to DeJanes. Her shot off the mark. No good. And those are shots mainly made by West Central. That was from point-blank range. With the ball, Ratliff. 1:44 to go here in our first half. Shot put up by Arthurloni. Good. 25-14. 11-point lead for Illini Central. Kaufman with the basketball. Left side. They get the ball over to DeJanes. Kaufman. Slagle. They move the ball quickly. There's a long shot by Kaufman. Good from three. And that was about 2 steps outside the three. And 25-17. 1:12 to go in our first half. Dom with the basketball. Picked up 2 fouls in the first minute of the game. But she since then has played very good basketball without fouling. Arthurloni with the ball. Right side. Spin move. Get it back to Dom. Dom in the corner. To Markley, back to Radliff, back to Arthurloni. She goes inside, back to Radliff. Radliff has a shot up, and she draws a foul.
I think you could hear the slap.
You could. Well, you bailed her out because I don't think that's a shot that she really was comfortable with. But, again, when you take the ball to the basket, good things happen. Fourth quarter, 47 seconds to go, 25-17. Radliff with the free throw, and it goes in. So Grace Ratliff, the 5'6" junior, gets another point. And Dom comes out of the game with 47 seconds to go with those 2 fouls. Good move on coaching staff of Illini Central. Second free throw off the back of the rim, no good. And ball loose. Ratliff gets the rebound after a couple of Illini Central players got their hands on the ball. Arthurloni with the ball. Ratliff, back to Arthurloni, spin move in the lane, nothing there, back out to Ratliff, her shot up, and good, it's a three-pointer. Missed the free throw and come back and hit a three. That helps your team a lot. 29-17, 25 seconds to go. Ball on the baseline to Evans. Outside Kaufman, eyes the three, don't take it. They move the ball back to Kaufman, shoots a long three again, this is off the back of the rim, she fouled her shot. Gets the own rebound, dumps it inside to Slagle. Slagle goes up, makes it. It has a chance at the end one for the three-point play the old-fashioned will play with 8.5 seconds to go to cut the lead to 10. Dom comes back in the game for offensive purposes. West Central pulls everybody out of the lane. Slagle at the line for one free throw. Free throw up, no good. Rebounded by Arthurloni. Gets the ball to Dom. 6 seconds to go. Right side Ratliff. Inside Dom. Dom goes up off the glass. No good. There's the buzzer. We played a half. And Illini Central seeded 11th in this tournament, bidding for the upset. They lead West Central 29-19 over the 6th-seeded Cougars of West Central. We'll be back in 2 minutes, go over some halftime numbers and some of the scores around the area. As Eugene Link and Abbey Link bring you high school basketball from Beardstown, the 37th annual Beardstown Lady Tiger Classic on WKXQ 92.5.
Welcome to the LB Sports Productions Halftime Show, brought to you by the local businesses who help sponsor our broadcasts. A recap of the first half action is next.
Welcome back. And a surprise, the 11th-seeded Illini Central Cougars are leading West Central 29-19. The largest lead has been 12 points for Illini Central. Every time West Central came back in this ball game, Illini Central had an answer to it, and really it's been Chloe Dom, also the Artheloni, Kendall Artheloni. Those two young ladies done a nice job, but Ratliff has come up with some big shots. She has 9 points. Right, Abby Lincoln to go over the numbers, but again, great job by all the players for the Illini Central Ball Club. Well, Abby, let's go over those numbers, then we're going to go over all the scores that have happened so far today.
Okay, for Illini Central, only 3 people have scored so far in the game. Grace Ratliff, she has 9 points. Kendall Artheloni, she has 9 points. And Chloe Dame has 11 points, so she's their leading scorer. Illini Central is shooting 9 for 21 for the floor, and they have 6 turnovers so far in the game. For West Central Cougars, Anna Sellers, she has 2 points. Maddie DeJanes has 3. Sydney Elliott has 2. Emma Slagle, she has 6. And Annika Kaufman has 6. So Emma Slagle and Annika Kaufman are their leading scorers so far. But 6 points isn't too much to be leading scoring with. The West Central Cougars, though, they're shooting 8 for 28 for the floor for all their shots. And they have 4 turnovers so far, but 3 of them were within the first couple minutes of the game.
You listen to high school basketball. It's 29-19. Illini Central over West Central here from the Beardstown Tournament on WKXQ 92.5.
This has been the LB Sports Productions Halftime Show, brought to you in part by area sponsors. Now let's go back to our announcer for the second half action.
Well, we get ready to play the second half, and this ought to be a good one. West Central, who is used to being in the Final 8 in this tournament, they have 1 senior, Annika Kaufman, no juniors, and 6 sophomores and 6 freshmen. And they are going to be...
Well, West Central won this tournament 2 years ago in 2016.
Well, with the ball is going to be a 10-point lead for Illini Central, and Evans in the ball game. Over to Kaufman, and that's the turnover to start off the second half. And Brian Bettis comes in from the locker room and just sits down, and that's when you got youth. It's called patience. You have to have it when you got a young ball club, and that's going to take a lot of patience because this team is going to be good. I'm going to tell you, there is a lot of talent here. You only lose Kaufman, and this team is going to be you're going to hear 4-year players for this team quite a bit. There's a long shot by Ratliff, and it's no good. Misses everything, goes out of bounds. It's going to go to Illini Central. I got to find my cheat sheets again, Abby. There they are. I got this one. The ball over in the hands of Kaufman, left side, top of the key, Evans. Evans gets it inside to Elliott. Elliott throws it away. Tried to get the ball to Fox, and it goes out of bounds.
That's 6 turnovers for West Central.
And it looks like more than that. They've had 2 this quarter, haven't they?
Yeah.
So it looks like more than 4. I mean, we had team games of 35 in this tournament so far in this high school gym.
But their quarters or their halves have started out with a lot of turnovers, and then they've kind of stopped over the course of the quarter. So maybe it's just getting out and getting going is what they need.
Artheloni with the ball. She's been driven around about a Slagle on her. They move the ball. Ratliff over to Dom. Shot up by Dom or off the side of the rim. No good. Ball loose on the floor. Finally picked up by Kaufman. Coppin pushes the ball up the left side. We played a minute and a half. Nobody scored yet. There's going to be a foul on the inside. Every time that whistle blows and your coaching staff of Illini Central, you just hope they don't put a 2 and a 1 up. That is going to be Chloe Dom. She had 2 in the first minute, and she has not fouled since. Done a great job. She's only a sophomore. There's the ball in to Coffin, her 3 up, and she drills it. She is a great shooter. And that makes it 29-22. You have to have a hand in Annika Coffin's face at all times. They get the ball up to Dom. Dom to the basket, off the glow. Good. Nice job by Chloe Dom, who just went through the defense all the way to the basket, made it, and she'll have an and one. Making it 31-22. Coming back in the game is going to be DeJanes. DeJanes comes in for Sydney Elliott. Maddie DeJanes in the game. Dom with 13 points, a chance for 14, and around the rim, no good. Ball loose, but Slagle picks it up. Slagle over to Fox, now to Evans, and Evans going to set the offense down by 9. We played a couple minutes in this second half. Evans goes cross court over to Coffin. Coffin inside, shot into Slagle, no good. Shot up from the weak side by Fox, no good. She'll go to the free throw line. That foul goes against number 10, Reese Markley. That's her first. Fox up, good. If anybody thinks this game is over, they are wrong, because you know West Central, they know they can win at any time. These young ladies have a lot of experience, and all they know how to do is win. There's a ball thrown at the basket, no good by Dom. That's probably an ill-advised shot. With it, Coffin inside off the rim, no good. Ball loose on the floor. It's going to stay with West Central. This is when you got to be, if you're Illini Central, this is the knowing how to win part. You got to know when to shoot it and when to fold them, and then just hold it and get in a good shot. They get the ball to Coffin. Coffin over to Fox. DeJanes, Coffin around the perimeter. Go left side. Over to Evans. There's Coffin 3. That one's short. Goes right to Slagle. Slagle's going to get fouled by Artheloni. That'll be the first foul against Artheloni. Slagle goes to the free throw line. First one up around the rim, no good. Emma Slagle, two-handed set shot from the free throw line. It's up and good. 7-point lead. Ball in the hands of Dom. Dom around the rim. Now looks inside. Beautiful give and go to Artheloni, and she makes the basket. 33-24. Illini Central with the 9-point lead. 5:11 to go, third quarter. Evans with the basketball. She goes cross court over to Fox. DeJanes. Back to Evans. Now they're going to look right side. They're covering now. Coffin. Ball nearly stolen. Goes out of bounds. Good effort by both DeJanes and Ratliff. Fox can inbound the basketball. Gets the ball over to Evans. Evans. DeJanes. Back to Evans. 4:49 to go. In the corner, Coffin. Coffin ball fakes. Goes baseline up, and there's going to be a foul against Artheloni, and that'll be her second. 3 players is all that scored for Illini Central. Dom, Artheloni, and Ratliff. 13 for Dom, 11 for Artheloni, 9 for Ratliff. That's why you count out certain people in their fouls. 2 fouls on Dom, 2 fouls on Artheloni. First free throw, good. Second free throw by Coffin, good. 33-26. Coffin does not miss free throws. Get the ball over to Artheloni. Now to Ratliff. Back to Dom. Dom working toward the half-court stripe. Count to 6. 7 across the timeline. Dom to the basket, and she's fouled on the floor. That foul goes against Fox. That's her second foul. Inbound the ball to Artheloni. Artheloni to Dom. Dumping in inside to Artheloni. Good job by the defense. 4 players had their hands around Artheloni. There's a foul against a missed shot. A foul on Illini Central. Or excuse me, on West Central. Illini Central looking to inbound the ball. They get the ball to Dom. 4:13 to go. 7-point lead for Illini Central over West Central. Dom to the basket. Up and under off the glass. Good. Nobody stepped over, and that's not for Brian Bettis. He's seen that happen too many times. Coming back in the basketball game is going to be number 3. And that's going to be Anna Sellers at the next dead ball. They get the ball over in the hands of Coffin. Coffin goes baseline. Outside. Shot put up by DeJanes. Around the rim. Falls away. Rebounded by Artheloni. Gets the ball to Dom. 3:37 to go in the third quarter. Ratliff. There's the give and go. Inside to Dom. Off the glass. No good. Rebounded weak side by Evans. Evans across the timeline. Kaufman. Shot put up. No good. Artheloni goes to the floor along with Ratliff at different times. With the ball, Dom. Dom sees another opening. Up and under. Onto the basket. Good. Every time you do that, somebody else is going to come in the ball game, and Sydney Elliott going to come in now. Dom says, as long as you don't pick me up and I'm going to go through the lane and get a layup, I'll take it. And that's not West Central defense. Nearly a steal by Dom. They get the ball down the corner, and there is a steal by Dom. Get it up court, Markley. There's a long shot up by Dom, no good. Reverse layup, up and in. And I should say that was Arthur. He shot the long 3. Dom got the rebound, reverse layup, up and in. And it's up to a 13-point lead, 39-26. Illini Central with the lead with 2:28 to go. Timeout on the floor called by West Central. We'll take one, too. You listen to high school basketball on WKXQ 92.5.
This is Greg Rogie from the Rushville State Bank. Western Illinois is a great place to live and work. We should know we've been here for over 125 years. That's why you will find our bank and our people helping and participating in local events, donating time and money in support of our community. We've woven ourselves into the fabric of this community, and we plan to keep it that way for years to come. Rushville State Bank, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender, NMLS number 643820.
Welcome back. 2:28 to go, and I don't know if there's a lot of strategy in this timeout or not, but as I said, when you got one senior, no juniors, and rest freshmen and sophomores, you're going to do a lot of teaching this year, and Brian Bettis is going to have one word in his repertoire. It's going to be called patient, and a lot of blood pressure medicine, because you can just see freshman and sophomore mistakes being made on the court because Brian Bettis' defense does not allow 6 layups in the lane without somebody coming over and at least making a foul, and that's what Chloe Dahm has done to this ball club. 39-26, West Central with the ball. Illini Central, however, with a 13-point lead. Kaufman with the ball over to Evans. Evans goes left side over to Sellers, and there's a turnover. Sellers tried to get the ball into Slagle. Picked off by Illini Central. They get the ball inside Artheloni. Artheloni goes up. Shot doesn't go down. She'll go to the free throw line for 2. And you see every minute, Abby, this Illini Central team believing they're going to win this game. You see a little more hop in their step, a little more enthusiasm, a little more high-fiving each other than you saw in the first half.
Well, it's hard to believe that they just played like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, you're right, and they're not looking tired at all. Free throw up and good by Artheloni.
Especially for only having 2 on their bench to help sub out.
And usually the 5 on the floor is what you see most of the time. Free throw up, good. And it's 2:06 to go, 42-26, 16-point lead for Illini Central. Ball cross court in the hands of Annika Kaufman. Over to Evans. Sellers inside to Slagle. Back to Sellers. Sellers goes baseline. Shot blocked. Ball loose on the floor. Slagle picks it up. Jump ball. Artheloni and Slagle tie it up, and the arrow's going toward Illini Central. Full court pressure put on by 3 players, and there goes Dom to the board and misses the shot. That's probably the easiest one she's had. With the ball is Kaufman. There's a shot put up from the outside, and it's good from the right corner by Evans. That's her first bucket of the game. And it is 41-29 with 1:27 to go in the third quarter. Dom slows it down. Man-to-man defense played by West Central. Dom spin dribbles over to Ratliff and shoots a 3 off the side of the rim. No good. Evans with the rebound for West Central. Evans pushes the basketball. They want to get this game more up-tempo. 29 points is not in the area of what they want. Evans fills it. Shot up, no good. It's short from 3. Rebounded by Dom. Dom over to Ratliff. Over to Artheloni. 55 seconds to go here in the third. 12-point lead for Illini Central. Dom. Good defense that time by Sellers. They get the ball. Dom pulls it out. 40 seconds to go. This wouldn't be a bad time at all if you're Dom, not even want to shoot the ball until there's 10 seconds to go. Good defense by Sellers. Dom in half court. Goes to the left. Inside. Ball nearly stolen away, and it is stolen away. Evans. Evans to the basket. And there's contact with no call. And Artheloni would have picked up the foul as she left her feet. 10 seconds to go. Dom with the ball. 8, 5, 4, 3. Shot up by Dom. No good. 0.7 seconds to go, and the ball is going to belong to Illini Central. You can catch and shoot, but it's got to be a catch and shoot with 0.7. They lob it up in the air, and they do catch and shoot. It goes in. They lob the ball to Artheloni, and she puts it up at the buzzer, and it goes in. And the clock went off as it should have. 43-29, Illini Central with a 14-point lead here after 3 quarters. We're going to take a break. You're listening to high school basketball from Beardstown on KXQA, not QXQ, 92.5. It'll be KXQ 92.5. This is the 7th game today, people. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Sydney Elliott.
Sydney Elliott with the basket on the inbound pass by West Central, and it's down to a 12-point game. Dom with the basketball. Over to Ratliff. She shoots a 3 around the rim. No good. And with the ball is going to be Evans of West Central. 43-31 as we start the fourth quarter, and these next 3 minutes are critical for West Central. If they can get on a roll and get maybe 5 points in a row and get it down to 5 or 6, that's out. Factor's going to get into Illini Central's head. There's a shot on the inside by Sydney Elliott again. Now it's down to a 10-point game. 43-33, 7 minutes to go. Across the court is going to be Dom, and it's foul called on Sellers. Sellers comes out of the game. Fox comes back in for a West Central. Ratliff going to inbound the basketball. They get the ball to Artheloni. It shoots about a 15-footer and drills it. Big basket for Illini Central. 45-33, 6:56 to go here in the fourth quarter. Evans over to Fox. Back to Evans. Evans top of the key. Dribbles in the lane. Nice step off inside to Sydney Elliott. And her shot blocked, but there's a foul called. And it's either going to be against Artheloni or Dom, and either one it'll be 3. It's going to go against Dom. So that's her third. She has 19 points. Artheloni with 17 points. That's why I said that's going to be a big call. Free throw up. No good. Second one is up and good. 45-34. Ball loose. Coffin picks it up. And a good job by the senior to slow things down and now get the offense set. Evans over to Coffin. Shoots a wide open 3. Drills it. Back to an 8-point game. 45-37. 6:24 to go. And a pushing foul called against Fox. And that's going to be foul number 6 against West Central. Barrows comes in the ball game. Canada comes out for Illini Central. Sellers comes in. Fox comes out for West Central. Ratliff can inbound the basketball. They get the ball into Dom. Dom outside Artheloni. 6 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the fourth. Over to Ratliff. Her shot up. No good. Rebounded by Elliott. Elliott quickly over to Coffin. Coffin across the timeline. Right side Evans. Evans tries to dump it inside and Artheloni goes over to Elliott's back. No call and the ball tipped away to Dom. Dom goes up and shoots it. No good. But she's going to go to the free throw line. I think as tall as Artheloni was, the only reason she didn't get called for a foul is she tipped the ball over the top. Dom going to go to the free throw line for 2. She has 19 points. Free throw up and good. 46-37. 5:57 to go in our fourth quarter. This game feels much closer than a 9-point game. Second free throw up, around the rim, no good. Ball loose on the floor, and a beautiful job by Artheloni, who saves it off of Sellers' arm. Good hustle by Artheloni. She was the only Illini Central player around the ball. Nothing. Illini Central with the ball. They get it outside to Ratliff. Ratliff out to Dom. Again, 30 seconds off the clock. Every possession is a good possession for Illini Central. Get the ball over in the hands of Ratliff. Ratliff dribbles to the middle. Over to Dom. It looks like they don't want to take the air out completely, but right now, a 1-2-2 zone for West Central. Dom in the lane, up and under, shot up and good. Back to an 11-point lead for Illini Central. 5:22 to go. 48-37. 6th seed trying to avoid the upset. Ball in Sellers' hands. Down the baseline to Slagle. Slagle to Elliott. Elliott's shot up and good. Timeout by Brian Bettis, head coach of West Central. 48-39 our score. 5:08 to go in our fourth quarter. Illini Central with the 9-point lead. You're listening to high school basketball on WKXQ 92.5.
Area Disposal is best known for their residential and commercial collection of garbage, but they do a lot more than that. They have industrial waste, construction and special event services, commercial and industrial recycling collection services, specialized environmental services such as citywide cleanup and disaster response, and they even have rental waste equipment available. So from the small container to the industrial 10 to 40-yard roll-off containers, you need to call 1-800-570-1616 and speak with the folks at Area Disposal.
48-39. Illini Central with the lead and the ball. They get the ball inbounded. Over to Dom. Man-to-man defense now played by West Central. That surprised me to see a zone a second or two. Down by 9. With the ball, Dom over to Ratliff. Back to Dom. There's the give and go inside, and there's the steal by Fox. Fox to the basket, up and under it, and there's going to be a foul on Dom. Again, the hand came forward, and when the hand comes forward, I don't think she got any contact, but you're going to get a foul call. Fox for two. Shot up good. 48-40, 8-point lead with 4:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. A lot of fours up there. Second one by Fox up and good. 7-point lead for Illini Central. Dom with those 4 fouls and 22 points. She has the ball. Ratliff. And again, there's a give and go to Dom off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Emma Slagle of West Central. They get the ball to Evans. Evans across the timeline. Down in the corner to Fox. Back to Evans. Cross court to Kaufman. Open for three. Her shot up. No good. Ball rebounded by Elliott. Her shot blocked by Artheloni. Going to the floor is a lot of players. It's a jump ball, and the arrow goes toward Illini Central. Fox comes out of the game. Sellers comes in the game for West Central. 7-point game. They inbound the basketball and get it to Dom. Dom has a 2-on-1 fast break. She has her shot blocked, and they call a foul. I think Sellers going to get that foul. We'll wait and see. And she does. That is the 18th foul against West Central, so 1-and-1 for Dom. It's going to come down to, we talk about making her free throws. If you're Illini Central, if you want to come away with a win. Free throw up by Dom, good. I think, Abby, the thing you got to watch for if you're an Illini Central fan is the fifth foul on Dom. That's going to really put some people out of position what they're used to. They want a towel. The referee does. Nobody carries towels anymore. You got to go to the locker room and get a towel.
They're asking the trainer for one, I guess.
Either a towel or a Band-Aid.
Oh. Had to go throw something away, I guess.
Well, they still can't go. There's the referee back. So I don't know what she needed. She went up to the stands, got whatever she needed from Mom.
Oh, piece of tape.
I see. Piece of tape was on the floor, and the referee wouldn't pick it up. So anyway, with the basketball, it was a missed free throw. After the delay, an 8-point lead. Kaufman with the ball, goes inside. There's a foul against Illini Central, and I think it's going to go against Artheloni. Nope. Goes against Ratliff. That's her second foul. And again, now 1-and-1s, and you got one of the best free throw shooters in the area at the line, and Annika Kaufman. So smooth. Gets that ball, flips it toward the basket, and nothing but net. 49-42. You do not want to get in a free throw shooting contest with Kaufman. Free throw up. Good. She has 4 fouls, though, something to keep an eye on also. We talked about her getting in foul trouble in a lot of games. Dom, 350, has the ball for Illini Central, up by 6. Dom goes to the basket, shot up, no good off the back of the rim. Ball tipped around. Slagle with the rebound for West Central. To Evans. Evans across the timeline. 2-3 zone still played by by Illini Central. Over to Evans. Back to Kaufman. Kaufman with 16 points. They get the ball inside. Shot put up on the inside by Slagle. Good. It's a 4-point game. 3:21 to go. Dom over to Ratliff. Over to Artheloni. 3:09 to go in this fourth quarter. And that 13 or 14-point lead that Illini Central had earlier this quarter has slipped to 4. Barcelona with the ball, Slagle on her. They get the ball to Dom. DeJanes has the duty of keeping Dom out of the lane. DeJanes dribbling around. The count's up to 4. And there's a 5-second violation. Good call by the official. You got to make progress toward the basket. If anything, all you got to do is pick up the dribble, and then the count starts over. Coffin with the basketball over to Evans, 2:44 to go. 4-point lead, Illini Central. Over to a wide-open Annika Coffin, shoots a 3. Around the rim, no good. Ball's loose, still loose. Picked up by Sydney Elliott, and there's a foul called. I think it's going to go against Canada. Or Barrows. We'll see if they call it 23. That goes against Barrows. Her first foul. 2:32 to go. Coffin at the free throw. Oh, she misses. Or that was Sydney Elliott. She misses. Coming in is going to be Canada for Illini Central. 49-45. Free throw up, no good. Ball loose, Ratliff picks it up. Ratliff gets it to Dom, 2:28 to go. 4-point lead for Illini Central. Dom with the ball, Fox on her. Dom goes to the free throw line, dishes it off, and there's going to be a travel called against Dom.
That's 11 turnovers for Illini Central.
And these turnovers in the fourth quarter are multiplied by 2 of their importance. Now Evans with 2:14 has the ball. West Central down by 4. Fox, Evans, Coffin, left side, cross court, over to Fox, inside wide open, Slagle, shot up and good. Timeout, Brian Bettis for West Central. It's a 2-point game, 49-47, 2:03 to go. Minute timeout, we'll take one too. 49-47, Illini Central with a 2-point lead with 2:03 to go here in our fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30. You're listening to high school basketball on WKXQ 92.5.
Muck boots. Ever heard of them? They're warm, waterproof, and extremely comfortable. I own a pair, and I bought a pair for my wife as well, as we both do a lot of work inside and outside in all kinds of weather. They're available in several different styles, as you may want a short or a tall boot, depending on your use. We bought our boots at Sunrise Country Plaza store in Virginia. The store is located on Route 125, just west of the stop sign in Virginia. Stop in and take a look at the Muck boot. You're likely to leave with a pair, or maybe 2.
Welcome back. Both the key players in this game with 4 fouls, and Chloe Dom and in Chloe Dom with 22 points. She has 4 fouls, and Annika Coffin has 4 fouls and 16 points for West Central. And again, now, like I said, 2 minutes and 3 seconds, and that 14-point lead has fell to 2 for Illini Central. Full court pressure put on by the Cougars. That is the West Central Cougars. They get the ball into Dom with those 4 fouls. Fox on hers. Dom takes the ball hard down the lane, and there's a foul on Fox. And everything now is 2 shots for Illini Central. I guess that's the 19th, so it'll be a 1-and-1. Ryan Betts was thinking what I was thinking. It looked like she had a path where she was going, but they said that she was making her go up the sideline instead of cut to the basket, and that's why they give the foul to Fox. Fox with 4 fouls. Free throw up by Dom, no good. Ball rebounded by Elliott. That basket gets really small this time of the game. The ball in the hands of Evans. They get it inside. Elliott's shot up, no good. Rebounded by Ratliff. Wanting the ball is Dom. Dom across the timeline. 1:38 to go. Still a 2-point lead for Illini Central. They've had this lead the entire game. Ball kicked out of bounds by Fox. Ratliff can inbound the basketball. Reese Markley in the corner. She's open. Evans leaving her open. Get the ball to Dom. Dom dribbles to the top of the key. To the lane. Shot up off the glass. Good! It's a two-possession game, 51-47, 1:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Evans with the ball for West Central. Over to Fox. Now to Kaufman, left side. She ball fakes back out to Evans. 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter. 4-point lead for West Central. Over to Fox, shoots a three. It's good! Timeout called by West Central. 51-50, 55.4 seconds to go in our fourth quarter.
I think this is their first lead of the game.
They don't lead yet. It's 51-50 in favor of Illini Central. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to high school basketball on WKXQ 92.5.
Napa Auto Parts, 201 West Adams in Rushville is your local headquarters for auto, truck, and tractor parts. They professional salespeople, 31 years of experience for Mike Phillips, helping customers and friends in the surrounding area. If you need a part for your RV, your four-wheel drive, your motorcycle, or your small engine, Napa is the place to call. Store hours, 7:30 to 5:30 on weekdays, 8 until 3 on Saturday, to help you with that weekend project. You can also call 217-322-4357 for help or to order parts. That's Napa Auto Parts of Rushville. Get the good stuff.
Need your car, truck, trailer, ATV, or semi-tire repaired? Or maybe...
Welcome back. 51-50. Illini Central still holds the lead as Fox hits a three-pointer. Now the defense. And again, that basket's very small for Illini Central. They're going to go to the free throw line for two every foul from now on out. And still a 1-and-1 if Illini Central fouls they get the ball into Dom. Dom pushes the ball up the right side. Now crosses over to the middle of the court. 49 seconds to go. 1 point lead, Illini Central to Artheloni. Artheloni dribbles to the middle of the court. Dribbles to the free throw line. Barkley shoots a three. It's good. Oh, my goodness. That's not one of those shots like, oh, my, no. Good go. It was a two. It's a 3-point lead. 28 seconds to go. With it is Evans. Over to Kaufman. Kaufman's three up. Off the rim. No good. Ball tipped around. And Illini Central with the ball with 18 seconds to go. I was going to say that the player who hasn't touched the ball very much, Reese Markley, may play the key role in this game. And she shoots the ball from the right corner. That was ice water in her veins because that really wasn't a great shot. But she drilled it, her first point of the game, and she has two. But now Dom, for two free throws, can make it a two-possession game with one of these two. Free throw up, short. Dom's played every minute of both of these ball games, maybe minus 2 minutes in the game. Her legs have to be dead about now. 53-50, Illini Central with the 3-point lead. Second free throw, she makes it a 2-possession game. Free throw up, around the rim, no good. Rebounded by Slagle. She gets the ball to Kaufman. She says, I want it right now. Kaufman with 12 seconds to go. Over to Evans. Evans free up. Good. We're tied at 53. 6 seconds to go. Dom with the basketball. Going to the basket. Ball stolen away. Long shot put up. It's still good. We're going overtime. Oh, my goodness. Two of the people that you least expect to shoot the ball in the positions they did. Reese Markley for Illini Central and Zaire Evans for West Central. They make the big shots to tie this game up, and now we're going to overtime. It'll be a 4-minute overtime, and we're tied at 53. Oh, my goodness, what a game. We're going to take a break there, 30-second break, come back here for this overtime period. Illini Central 53, West Central 53 here at the Beardstown Lady Tiger Classic on WKXQ 92.5. What is overtime, or going to overtime? She said Reese Markley hits a big 2-point shot to make it a 3-point lead. As we said, make your free throws. This game's over, but she's done everything else for this team. But Chloe Dahm missed 2 free throws that could have iced it. One of those 2 would have made it a 4-point game. And then Zaire Evans makes it a tie ball game with a 3-pointer with 3 seconds to go to send it to overtime. Dahm with the basketball. She has 4 fouls on her. Evans, or I should say Fox all over here. Artheloni. Artheloni to the free throw line. Shot put up on the right side and hit. And again, another person who hasn't shot the ball a lot hits the shot, and that is Miss Canada. Ashley Canada makes the 2 to give Illini Central back the lead. Coffin goes baseline inside, dishes it off to Sydney Elliott, and she makes the 2. We're tied at 55, 3:28 to go. We have 4 minutes in the overtime. Half a quarter. Dom inside, blocking foul by Sydney Elliott. And the people here on the Illini Central side hold their breath, but that was a good call. And Dom goes to the free throw line, and she has to be exhausted. She's playing her second game in 3 hours, as Abby said earlier, and she's played about every minute. Takes her time at the free throw line. She has 2. Round the rim and falls out. (55-55), 3:20 to go here in our overtime period. Dom with 1 more. Free throw up. Good. Timeout called. 30-second timeout. We'll leave it here. 3:20 to go, 56-55. Now if you're Illini or Midwest Central, you just have to play what got you here. They have not trailed this entire game. As a matter of fact, I think the first time they even were tied is 50 at the 3-second mark. I don't think they've trailed or led. West Central did the entire game. So, I mean, you played well. All you got to do is do what you've been doing and make a few more free throws. But, again, Maddie Dom, you got to give her credit. She's got to be tired, and then free throws come from your legs.
Well, as we were talking about earlier, Chloe Dom's only a sophomore, but she has, like, the maturity and the will to, as, like, a junior or senior. Like, I was surprised whenever I saw that.
She wanted the ball just like Evans wanted the ball in, put this in overtime. They get the ball inside to Slagle. Slagle turnaround shot up good. And now, Abby, the first lead of the game for West Central. 57-56, 3:03 to go here in the overtime period. Dom with the basketball. West Central's led for the first time. Dom goes to the left side, gets it to Artheloni. Artheloni outside. Shot put up by Markley. Good! Again on the line. And Illini Central retakes the lead, 58-57, 2:45 to go. Evans over to Fox, back to Evans. She's wide open, 3 up, off the back of the rim, off the top of the backboard, and it's going to go to the other team. 58-57, 2:38 to go. Full court pressure put on by West Central. They get the ball in to Dom. Dom going to take her time, up by 1 with Illini Central. Fox on her. Across the timeline. Dom has the ball in her hands, as will be most of this possession. Dom goes over to Rattler. Rattler shot up off the side of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Dom. Her shot up short. And the ball rebound is going to be a jump ball. Who's going to override? The jump ball is called out. I think they're going to call a foul. Well, they call a foul on the floor there. 20. And that's against Dom.
So still in the game with 26 points. That's 5.
That's 5 fouls. He gets 30 seconds. Yeah, make sure to have him in. We've seen that this year. I don't agree with the call, but nobody asked me. He has 30 seconds to put a player in. He puts in Barrows. But that's a big call. 2:18, 58-57. Illini Central with the lead. Going to the free throw line, Slagle. And Evans really got in there quick, but she got the rebound for West Central on the miss. Evans inside Slagle. Slagle tries to get it to Elliott. It goes to Fox. Long shot up by Coffin. No good. 2:06 to do. Timeout called by Illini Central. And I think when teams really handled it well, the coach is still upset about the call. 58-57, Illini Central with the lead over West Central. And again, the missed free throw, 4 chances to tie or go ahead did West Central have, but they got a little panicky with their shots. So now Illini Central is going to try to just take it inside. And now it comes down to, Abby, you got to make your free throws. You look at Dom, she makes 3 out of 6, 4 out of 8 in the fourth quarter in the overtime period, despite having 25, 26 points. But you got to make the free throw. But now, who's going to step up to the plate? They've had some players make some big shots here in the overtime and in regulation. But it's going to be Ratliff, I see, going to be the player that's going to really have to step up to the plate for this team. Ratliff in the game. I don't know. Is Ratliff in the ball game even?
Yeah, they're in there.
Yeah, okay. They don't have her up on the board.
But kind of looked like she was hurting a little bit earlier. So I hope her sitting out for a couple minutes helps her bounce back some more.
Ratliff gets the ball to Artheloni. Now back to Ratliff. And again, good defense played by Coffin. If that's 5 on her, if they call it on Coffin. And
that's 5.
That's 5 on Coffin. And now Brian Bettis not happy with the call. And Kaufman out of the ball game now, too, with 2:02 to go in the overtime period. So, as we said in regulation, 2 of the key players, 1 on each team, now sitting next to their coaches. So, who's going to step up to the plate? For the only senior, junior on this team for West Central, now sitting next to Brian Bettis. And going to the free throw line is Miss Ratcliffe, Grace Radcliffe, with 2. Free throw up, good. And that's what he said. Somebody's going to have to come up with some big plays. Ratliff with the big free throw. 59-57 with 1 more free throw. Free throw up, around the rim, no good. Ball tipped around, Barrowman. Barrows gets it, and it's a timeout called by Illini Central to keep the possession.
Barrow was the one that got that.
Yeah, Barrows did a nice job. She got in there. Not very tall, but she hit the boards hard. So now we're going to see what the game plan is, because you got your guard sitting next to you, and you have your senior sitting next to Brian Bettis. So whether you hold the ball, do you get the ball to Artheloni and say, you take it to the basket? I think she has the capabilities. Do you move it around and just have whoever's open? Markley's hit a couple big shots. Also, Canada's hit a big shot for this team. Artheloni's the main. Ratliff's hit a big 3 in the last 3 minutes, so you're going to look at who's going to step up to the plate. No, Ray, that's a big rebound by Barrowman, or I should say by Barrows, Mackenzie Barrows. She's a sophomore. So a lot of players are going to grow up in this ball game, including for West Central, with all their freshmen and sophomores on the 10th floor. Ball going to be taken out of bounds. Ratliff, who takes the ball out normally, going to have the job to inbound the basketball. Inbound the basketball over to Artheloni. Artheloni dribbles around, spin move to the basket, off the board, good! And it's a 4-point game, 2 possessions, 1:50 to go in the fourth quarter, or in the overtime, I should say. Evans, you don't need a 3 if you're with West Central. Evans, over to DeJanes, back to Evans, top of the key, right side. Outside to Fox. Fox has a big 3 in this game. Over to DeJanes. Her shot up off the side of the rim. No good. Ball loose. Artheloni with the rebound. 1:28 to go in the overtime period. 4-point lead, Illini Central. Ratliff over to Artheloni. 1:18 to go. There's the count on. Slagle on her. Now she's too far away. If Slagle had stayed on her, the count would have been 5. There's the count to 2, 3. Artheloni, and there's 5 seconds. You can see it happening as we're watching the referee count. And there's a 5-second call turnover, and again, you got people handling the ball that's not used to it. 1:05, 4-point lead for Illini Central here in the overtime. Fox, Evans, West Central with the ball. Over to DeJanes, back to Evans. Outside Fox. Fox looks at the shot. Dribbles in. Stolen away by Artheloni. Artheloni keeps the basketball. 45 seconds to go. 2-possession lead for Illini Central. Artheloni to the basket. Shot off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Slagle. Slagle out to Evans. 33 seconds to go. Evans to the basket, pulls it out to DeJane. DeJane over to Evans. Evans ball fakes, 26 seconds to go. Over to Fox. Fox long three up. Good! And it's a 61-60 lead for Illini Central. Timeout on the floor. 20 seconds to go. As we said, who's going to step up to the plate and be the player that's going to grow up in this game? And I think we've seen about 4 or 5 do that today. 61-60, 20 seconds to go, and now it's going to be free throws. So we'll see whether Brian Bettis has played good defense for 10 seconds, and then we foul, or whether it's a magic number that he says when he wants to foul, and then who are they going to foul? Well, you got Barrows, who hasn't been to the free throw line. You have Canada, who hasn't been to the free throw line. Ratliff's hit 1 out of 2. Markley hasn't been to the free throw line. Arthur looks like she's a pretty good free throw shooter. Or do you foul the first person that gets, so you have plenty of time? If they make 2, you're still only down by 3, and you have the basketball, so you got a chance to hit a 3. We'll see what Brian Bettis has in store. He's been through these games a lot. He has a state championship under his belt. He has a second-place finish. So we'll see what he has. Ratliff's going to take the ball out. We know that. They'll try to get the ball to Arthur. We know that. After that, we'll just see what happens. Ratliff, they run a circle, cutting hard to the basket. They get the ball over the head of Arceloni. The ball stolen away by Fox at half court. 17 seconds to go. Timeout, Brian Bettis. They had the right idea, but threw the ball too high over Arceloni's head. They ran everybody at the free throw line going around in circles. She was open. They just threw the ball too high and over her head. Timeout on the court, 61-60. Illini Central still with the lead. West Central has only led one time in this game by 1 point. But now we have 16.3 seconds to go, and Illini Central without one of their leaders in Chloe Dahm, who's a sophomore, but she definitely is the person in this case when the ball was out of bounds that they missed when she wasn't in the game. So the ball is going to be taken out probably in front of the West Central bench on the side. 16 seconds, a ton of time. You want to go early enough that you got time for an offensive board. You got time to foul if you miss the shot and the opponent gets the rebound. You don't need a 3. Really, tell you the truth, you want to take the ball to the basket if you're in ideal, and then you're in a double bonus, so you got a chance to get 2 free throws. 19 fouls against Illini Central, so every foul is going to result in 2. Taking the ball out of bounds is going to be Fox. Wes Fox has the job in front of Brian Bettis. Now they trade, and DeJane's the freshman going to inbound the ball. But that doesn't mean a lot. Everybody on the floor is a freshman or sophomore for West Central. The ball inbounded to Evans. Evans goes over to Fox. Down the corner to Slagle. Inside to Sydney Elliott. Her shot has been good. 9 seconds to go. Timeout called by Illini Central. 8.6 seconds to go. Sydney Elliott with the turnaround shot from 3 feet on the right side on the baseline. And now it's a 62-61 lead for West Central. Well, Abby, I'm coaching. You try to run an inbound play to get the ball to Artheloni and say, take it to the basket. And say, hey, you're either going to get a layup or you're going to get fouled. You're going to make 2 free throws. We win the ball game. That's what I'm doing in this case. You can kick it out. If everybody claps on Artheloni, kick it out to whoever, because everybody's come up with a big shot in this overtime period for Illini Central. But Artheloni's the one I want to have the chance to win the ball game for me at my ball club. Now, if you're West Central, you take Artheloni out of the game. You don't let her get it. You tell Fox and you tell Sydney Elliott, or, hey, you don't let her score. If you get beat, you're running all day long. If Elliott or Artheloni's the one that beats us, you know. It might be Slagle instead of Elliott that would be the other one helping out Fox to keep her out of the ball game.
They just need to set solid picks and just keep her open.
8 seconds, plenty of time to go baseline to baseline to get a ball to the basket. You don't have to hurry. Well, now they took time off the clock. It's down to 10 seconds. Oh, they put time on the clock. They put 10 seconds on the clock. Ball underneath. Oh, Arthur can take the ball out of bounds. They got two girls down in the corner. They got Markley in the corner.
They're wanting the ball to get in.
Ratliff with the ball. They get it back to Arthur. Arthur with 6 to the basket. Shot up, off the glass, no good. Arthur gets a rebound, up and in, and it's good. Looking at the clock, looking at the officials, they both all three waving. It's good. She got her own rebound, put it off the glass and in at the buzzer, and Illini Central gets the win. Arthur missed the shot for 6, went after the ball, got the rebound, and nobody got in her way, and she just put it off the glass and in as the buzzer went off, and Illini Central comes away with a 1-point victory in one of the best high school basketball games you're going to see in a long time. And Illini Central rated 11, but this is one of the bigger wins they've had in their program, and they knock off West Central, the 6th seed, 63 to 62, wasn't it, Abby?
Yeah, 62-61.
Well, we're going to take a break, come back. What a game. That was exciting. But we're going to come back with some final numbers and then get ready for our last game between the Lewiston Indians and the... let's see here. Who's played that last game, Abby?
Abington and Lewiston.
Right. Abington and Lewiston, number 1 seed and a number 17 seed. But we'll give you some numbers and come back with that final game. Again, our final score was 62 in favor of the Illini Central Cougars, and they knock off the 6th-seeded West Central Cougars. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to high school basketball on WKXQ 92.5.